The great conundrum. We are in a time of society right now where people are trying to figure out who to vote for. Really, I don't think we're trying to figure out who to vote for. I think the majority of people have figured out who they're going to vote for, regardless of what happens from here on out. But I know that there are some people who are upset that some are not voting, period, one way or the other. I'm one of those people that are not voting. The reasons for that, at least I can speak for myself, is this. There is a moral stance that I have to put above policy, that I have to put above personality, and I have to put above party. And I have done so. And there are two factors that I have put before myself that I cannot waver on because they matter to not just me, but to my offspring. It will affect them, and it will affect them gravely if the step taken on my side is done. I know that some people are not too keen on the fact that if I don't vote, Trump may not win. I understand that point of view, but if it takes only one vote to throw it off, then it's a tighter race than people are believing. As much as I would love to have Donald Trump as the president for my pocket, there are a few things that he still has yet to answer for me morally that I cannot stand behind. And it's nothing to do with his escapades with women. That is not what I'm talking about, because that does not affect my pocketbook, nor does it affect my kids. But his stance on other things that have to do with society does affect my children. As far as the other party, they have nothing that I can support. There's not even an inclination to that party on my part. There's nothing they can offer me at all that would even remotely breach the topic of me voting for them. So they're off the table altogether. I don't believe in voting for the lesser of two evils. I don't believe that that's an option for anyone. But if that's how you feel, hey, that's how you feel. Right now, throughout the entirety of America, there is a great divide, and there is no bridging it. I don't care what anybody tells you about how we have more in common than we have not in common. That is untrue. There are certain things that will never come together, like this concept of abortion being okay in certain circumstances, but not in others. Untrue. Abortion is wrong, period. Abortion is murder, period. There is no gap bridging for that topic at all. It's genocide. And the sooner people realize that, we will stop trying to have a debate about why lives matter. Because they want to tell you that, hey, life matters here, 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 and here, but not here. Then they'll get on you for saying that lives don't matter. And it's a big, convoluted conversation that will get nowhere if nobody has a moral stance of what is life. If you can't decide on that, then there is no talking to you. So that, for me, is it. There is no middle ground with abortion. There is no middle ground with the agenda that LGBTQ is trying to push. There is no middle ground. They love to say, well, you shouldn't care what I do in my bedroom. Well, maybe keep what happens in your bedroom in your bedroom. That'd be much appreciated. If you don't want us talking about it, maybe, here's a novel thought, keep that stuff to yourself. Don't try to make me first accept it, and then when I watch, see, and have something to say, you call me a bigot, you call me this, a homophobe. No, you presented me with something. I don't agree with it. And if you can put your thoughts into the public, so can I. I have the right, as an American citizen and human, to have an absolute objection to your lifestyle. At the end of the day, though, you're living it, not me. And if you're going to put it in front of me, I have all rights to say, move that crap away. I don't want you in front of my kids. I don't want you dealing with my kids. I don't want you to be friends with my kids. I don't want you to have anything to do with my kids. I have that right. But when you try to foist that upon me, I also have the right to retaliate. No one cares about what you do in your bedroom. But the instant you make your bedroom a public issue, we got problems. So those two issues are the reasons why I'm not voting. Again, I would love to see my pockets benefit under Donald Trump. But at the end of the day, I have to trust what's going on to somebody else. not to the people. I'm talking about I'm leaving this up to God. Y'all can believe in God or not. That also is your option. I'm not trying to force that on anybody or make anybody believe in God. You are supposed to make that decision yourself, not me. I'm leaving it up to him this time. Because on this impasse, I cannot get past, nor can I let go of the moral stance I have with those two issues. The rest are kind of up in the air. He has some good policies and some not fleshed out and some bad ones. Kamala has no good ones. So, again, there is nothing to vote for on the left. There's everything to vote for on the right. But I'm just sitting this one out. Not everybody's going to agree with it. And I'm not looking for people to agree with it. But what I am trying to make this video for is two reasons. I keep getting the question as to why, so I'm fleshing out why. And I just want to put to rest the reasons to ask why. Hopefully you have a decision to make that either one you've already made or you're gathering information to make. Here's what my advice, only advice would be. Make sure that your decision is coming from a place of information, not from a place of coercion, not from a place of what public opinion is, but from what information you've gathered, factual information about both candidates. Here's why I suggest that. Because you are going to have to live with your choice. And that person that you pick could very well break your future. And I mean, as a citizen. So my advice, choose wisely.